1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He might not have wrote all his songs, but he was the greatest performer who ever lived on stage. Mr. Elvis Presley. He was the greatest performer who ever lived on stage. And he would shake his hips, Mr. Elvis Presley. The girls would scream and shout and shake their asses. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. How? It's the big bad wolf, it's the big bad wolf. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived, with the big mansion called Graceland. With 31 movies, Elvis Presley was the greatest performer, the legend. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. And boy, could he shake his hips, Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who could ever live. And boy, can he make the girls scream and shake their asses and shit like that. To the 1, to the 2, to the 3. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. And he could really make the girls dance, 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 dance. He could really make the girls dance, dance, dance. Mr. Elvis Presley was the legend. How? It's the big bad wolf, it's the big bad wolf. Mr. Elvis Presley was the legend. And all the ladies wanted to do was give him a kiss on the lips. And all the ladies, and Elvis Presley would say, hubba, 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 hubba to the ladies. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. Who really give a shit shit what the critics say. And Justin Bieber sucks. And Chris Brown, the woman beater, sucks. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. First place of Martin. Oh, country music can go suck it. Country music can go suck it. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. Here I come on the drums for you, Mr. Elvis Presley. And now the other side. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. He was the first musical artist I listened to. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. Thank you very much. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you very much. Mr. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. Elvis the legend. Mr. Elvis Presley the legend. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. Thank you very much. Yeah, Elvis Presley was the greatest performer who ever lived. And I wish he lived to be 63. But he did not. He had to take all those damn effing pills. Well, you know what drove him to take all those effing pills? I'll tell you. Colonel Parker, his manager, who was a bastard. who was a bastard, a jerk. Elvis didn't really just die of drugs. I mean, he died of drugs, but if you really read between the lines, Elvis Presley was so stressed out because the Colonel made him act in all those bad chick flicks and shit like that. And wouldn't blame half of his own songs. Elvis Presley might have been the greatest recording studio artist to ever live, or greatest performer who ever lived. But the Colonel is what killed Elvis. Not just drugs, people. Colonel Parker killed Elvis. Underwood. Elvis Presley was the greatest performer ever.